Still excited about the fight I just saw. And if you saw it, I don't say you couldn't be excited either. How good is Conor Benn? I was really impressed with Conor Benn because this looks like the Conor Benn that I thought we would have gotten when the fight was first announced in 2022, with the exception that I had picked Conor Benn to win back then. I like his head movement. I like his aggression. I like his speed. I like the fact that he can take a punch from a bigger man. So he's going to be a problem to whoever he faces, even if he's a smaller guy at 147 or 154, even if he's like physically the smaller guy, he's already shown that he could take a punch from a guy that's like 160, probably walks around at 180, 190. So if he can take a punch from a guy that is that much bigger than him, what's going to happen when somebody in his own weight class connects? I'm really impressed, though. He seemed to be taking the loss well to Chris Eubank Jr. I don't know what's going to happen behind the scenes, but I think his dad will kind of help console him. His dad was impressed with what he saw. In fact, Nigel Benn was talking about wanting a rematch, and he was saying you don't really have to change too much, just tweak little things and kind of do more of the same. And I still say I think Conor Benn could have stopped Chris Eubank in that third round. I don't think he realized how hard he hit Chris Eubank. He was out on his feet, looked like, for a little bit, and I don't know if Conor just thought he was trying to sucker him in or what, because sometimes when you're fighting somebody, you might think, well, I didn't hit him that hard. Why is he reacting like that? He ain't that hurt, so you don't want to go in with the KO punch just in case he's playing games and then catches you. So you got to develop an eye, and that's what experience brings. You got to develop an eye for when a guy is really hurt. And I know Conor Benn said maybe it was the layoff why he lost, and he's going to go back and watch the tape. But the more he fights, he'll know when he really hurt somebody. I remember when Lennox Lewis fought Evander Holyfield for the first time in the first fight, which was really one-sided in Lennox Lewis's favor. When he hurt Evander Holyfield in one of those rounds, like early on, I can't remember quite which round, maybe 3 or 4, maybe 2. He thought Evander Holyfield wasn't really hurt, and Evander admitted that he was really hurt. But Lennox Lewis thought that Evander was trying to trick him into something, and, Evander Holyfield would go to war with you, so he was cautious when he probably could have ended it. That's the same way that I saw the Conor Benn Chris Eubank fight. And then once he didn't get Chris Eubank out of there, then Chris Eubank gathered his wits about him, and then he changed up his style, went hardcore, started throwing a flurry. So I'm looking for Conor Benn to make some noise in whatever division he fights in because he trains hard. He's focused. I wish he had kept a beard, Maybe he thought, well, I don't want Chris Eubank to think I'm trying to look like him since he got the beard, But, probably helps pad some of the blows too. But Chris Eubank actually responded to the punches better than Conor Benn actually responded to the punches better than Chris Eubank, in my opinion. And it could be the weight issue, not really sure, but go back and watch the fight. Anyway, you guys impressed with Conor Benn? I think he's back, and I think he's back on track. And I'm looking forward to him doing big things in boxing. And shout out to Nigel Benn for being there for his son. And yeah. But anyway, it's the J. Roos Theory. Make sure to comment, share, subscribe. The Cash App is $JRoos33. The Instagram is the J. Roos Theory. Backup platform in WJ. If you wish to join, hit the join button below. And I appreciate you watching, subscribers and non-subscribers. Thank you. And the Benns have yet to beat the Eubanks. They got a draw, but not a victory. But who knows what happens if they fight again? I still think Chris will pull it out. But anyway, thanks for watching LSR Forever. Be fearless. Be gay.